that his nickname?
Beneath the limelight, a microphone embraced in the hold of a mic stand, stands poised the way cobras poise before striking, patiently waiting for a voice. Beneath the limelight, a host cradles a pad of paper, runs a finger down the list of names trying to decide the next performer of choice. Beneath the limelight, a poet rehearses rhymes repeatedly through memory, fighting off the knots etching deep into the pits of his stomach, trembling and twitching, remembering now the nights before when he sat with stagnant stare into a field of blank pages, scribbling words into a vortex of possibilities, praying possibly to formulate resolutions to random questions, line by line, sentence by sentence, and as though touched by the hand of God, resurrect ancient alphabets into a poem of repentance because somewhere in the audience someone begs to understand, and somewhere in the audience someone begs to comprehend, and somewhere in the audience is the face of a 12-hour shift, staring into the palms of his calloused hands, tracing the path of lifelines, questioning the destiny that bends beneath the unwashed dirt, because he knows that if he chose, he can hustle hard and deal narcs like tarot death cards, ante up his righteousness for monetary worth, but still chooses each day to button the blue collars of his shirt, faithfully believing that honorable men are those that find integrity in the 12 hours of an honest day's work. Somewhere in the audience is a woman with a womb too wasted to give birth, too worn to embrace life, too contaminated by the dead corpses of semen, left buried by men those hundreds of nights, inner thighs swarming with the white crust of pre-ejaculation parasites. I see her, in the corner beneath the limelight, searching within herself for any small sign of a soul that she hopes might still reside inside. Somewhere in the audience is a high school teen, haunting hallways with hands inside his pockets to hide, scars that still swell from his last attempt at suicide. But no one would listen, no one paid heed, no one ever paid mind to all those times he would roll up his sleeves, slicing into veins that won't seem to bleed. And he sits in the back row of empty seats, with me standing on the other side, given one shot to succeed, one shot to make him believe, one shot to reach him when his future is at stake, to let him know that only through despair and sorrow can we learn to be great. That's why today it's time to make a break, time to rise and wake, time to lock and load, line up your target without letting your hand shake. Click, click. I no longer find it coincidence that the sound of a pen is the same sound a gun makes. So I level up my sights, prepare my pen to fight, then fire into the open fields of open mics to watch ignorance splatter with every bullet point I write. Because beneath the limelight is an audience, a silhouette of faces listening in sync, each one needing to know they're not alone in the feelings they feel and the thoughts they think. And then there's me, fingers covered with ink, flipping through notebook sheets, feeling memorized poems travel from brain to stomach, off my throat and held back behind a barricade of teeth, like 1,000 soldiers of infantry just waiting to be released. I bottle my anxiousness and contain my rage, to live for 3 minutes in freedom, right here at the edge of the stage in balance, with arms outstretched, shoulders to the sky. They say we can't change the world with poetry, but I'll be damned if I don't try to speak for every dream left broken, for every scar left swollen, for every empty chest still silently suffering from a heart left stolen. This is the path my lifelines have chosen, to wrap my hands around the mic and use open mics to open minds. Click, click, I got you open.